Hello YouTube, this is Frugal, and this is the Frooglesim news for today, Sunday, June the 5th. Now, first up, Prepared version 3.3. I don't normally cover updates unless they are significant. That's my golden rule. This one's important though for the cockpit builders and also because of some compatibility warnings. It also comes with a handy brand new trailer video which you're watching right now. Nothing pre-rendered, just 100% pure awesome. Now, Prepared version 3.3 has three separate updates, one for content, client, and scenery. Naturally, since we all ignored Lockheed's advice and installed our aircraft directly into the sim, we are all screwed and need to reinstall the whole thing. There is a single download you can get that updates everything as well. Now, some add-on manufacturers are already making noises about incompatibility issues, the biggest being Majestic. The reason I bring this up is you might want to hold off or at least check with the vendor of your favorite aircraft or scenery add-on to make sure it still works in 3.3 before you go and upgrade. A lot of people have upgraded and then found that they're out of luck. The big change with 3.3 though is the Professional Plus license at a stunning $2,000, which allows you to split sim processing and displays across multiple machines. This is key though because there are a lot of you out there who build your own in-home cockpits, and the Professional Plus license of Prepared would let those cockpit builders distribute the load of the sim across multiple machines, resulting in much better performance. Also supports view groups for multiple display management, rendering performance improvements across the board, and display blending for those of you working with curved displays and projection systems. There are quite a few people now using curved monitors, for example. Display blending fixes some issues that you might have if you have more than one of those. So that's it. Prepared version 3.3 is available at prepared.com. More information at the Prepared link in the show notes below. Sticking with Prepared and FSX, FS DreamTeam's KMEM, or Kilo Mike Echo Mike. FS DreamTeam's long-awaited Memphis is now out, and the feature list is absolutely phenomenal. It's been optimized for avatar mode in P3D, which is interesting, features surround sound effects, animations with near zero impact on performance or memory, sewed jetways, working EMAS systems, and special level of detail techniques to optimize the whole thing for performance in general. Also supports full GSX integration, and FS DreamTeam did also release a GSX update to make GSX work better with the sewed jetways. The price is just $34.99. One purchase gets you an installer that will support both FSX and Prepared. Next up, Orbx Hancock. This is the first Orbx airport on the East Coast from Orbx, and it's one of the busiest airports in Maine with heavy private jet traffic. The scenery covers 500 square kilometers at 30 centimeters per pixel of photoreal terrain. It has native Prepared polygon support, static aircraft, custom land class, and 5-meter meshes. It requires Orbx FTX Global and will set you back $25.32, supporting all versions of FSX and Prepared. More information at the full terrain link in the show notes below. Next up, Air Hauler 2. Air Hauler 2 went into early access this last week, and it allows you to build a virtual company, either cargo or passenger or a mix of both. The idea is you build your business, complete your trips, expand your base, even build a whole virtual airline company and employ other Air Hauler 2 users. The add-on works with FSX and Prepared. It also works with both built-in and third-party aircraft, and you can even import live stock market data for you to invest your earnings, your virtual earnings, in a simulation of the real stock market with actual stock market values to make virtual money. Air Hauler 2 tracks your aircraft purchases, fuel, and cost of repairs. Now, early access means that it's still very much in development. Expect some features to be missing, expect some bugs, but regardless, this is a great tool to give you some objectives and drive in your flights without having to join a virtual airline. The current intro price is $37.99. If you own Air Hauler 1, it's $29.99. The full price, if you don't jump on this right now, is $52.99. More information at the justflight.com link in the show notes below. Explain time. First up, the Tupolev Tu-154M. Now, the Tupolev Tu-154M from Flightsimcon is a study sim of the popular Russian trijet. It models all systems, performance, and flight dynamics, and was built from original documents of the actual aircraft, as well as countless interviews with flight deck and ground crew. Has a fully functioning pilot, first officer, and engineer stations, an interactive menu system for loading, for doors management, views, checklists, navigation, and much more. Cockpit can also be switched from Russian to English, so if you're up for a challenge, switch into Russian and learn how to master this study aircraft in Russian. That would be impressive. Also has full 2D panel support, comes with 9 liveries, looks absolutely amazing, and it is so cool now to see all these great high detail add-ons for X-Plane arriving. The price is $45 from the xplane.org store. More information at the xplane.org store, link in the show notes below. The video you have been watching is from my good friend Thomas Rasmussen. Do check out his video at the video link in the show notes below, and give the guy a subscribe. He makes awesome stuff. Next up, Alabeo this week teased their PA44 Seminole. Now, in the real world, the Seminole is a development of the Cherokee that's extremely popular as a multi-engine trainer. It has a distinctive high T-tail and 2 Lycoming engines, but each engine rotating the prop in a different direction to the other one, making it an easier aircraft to learn and manage. It has a 17,000-foot ceiling in the real world, 1,000-mile range, and the reason I'm giving you all these real-world facts and figures is because we have no information about what the simulated one's going to do, so no idea of a price or release date from Alabeo. Of course, we expect an FSX and prepared version first. Keep an eye on Alabeo's YouTube channel. Add the link in the show notes below. Now, final story, but please don't turn off. There is an announcement in housekeeping I need to do after this story. But the final announcement, Combat Air Patrol 2 is going into early access on June the 6th. Now, I don't fully understand yet if this is a sim or a game, but the website does claim that it has an accurate and fully functioning model of the AV-8B2 Harrier. It also features 250,000 square kilometers of accurate terrain around the Straits of Hormuz and an accurate star map, as well as full support for HOTAS controls and MFD panels, as well as full support for Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, and Track IR. Basic premise, you are a Harrier pilot and you have to fight off the bad guys. More information as I get it, probably after it launches, when I can tell you whether it really is a sim or just a game, but it does look pretty and is well worth checking out. Now onto the housekeeping. There is no Frooglesim news show next week because I will be in Connecticut. I'm English, that is the correct way of pronouncing it based on how it's spelled. Americans do it wrong. At Flightsimcon. If you're there, I look very much forward to meeting you. If you're not there, you're going to be kicking yourself. No news show next week. Also, we do now have a Discord server. If you've never come across Discord, it is basically a chat system where everybody can chat with each other in real time. Kind of think of it as a real-time forum, but also with voice channels, so you can actually chat with me and with other people there. The Discord invitation key is in the show notes below. You will need to head on over to Discord's website. That is also linked in the show notes below. Download Discord, enter the invite code, and you will be in the Frooglesim Discord server. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching as always, and until next time, I will see you all very soon.